the last topic in the first chapter, pattern making. In pattern making, there is a process of protocol sample developments of a flowcharts is there. What type of samples we have to take and what type of procedure we have to follow for the sample taking to complete a garment from the buyer or seller. So now we will see that is the process of flowchart of proto samples. Just 1 second. I have to close the video. Process of proto sample development using a flowchart. Program received from buyer. First of all, first step is program received from buyer. First step to proto sample development is program received from buyer. Buyer gives us a tech pack to develop a proto sample. We collect all the details from buyer regarding development program. Personally study on tech pack. After receiving program, we have to study on it because of to check whether we are capable to develop a proto sample, to check how much requirement of buyer and how much we have. So first of all, we have taking the receiving from the program first step buyer sample. After that, personally study of the technical pack, what are the achievements and what are the technical terms and what are the developers and what are the requirements and what are the capable technology we have to study. And meeting with the internal team. After a case of study on technical pack, then arrange a meeting with internal team who involved in this development program. In this meeting to discuss how much important this program and what is the deadline also discussed we are capable or not for this program. First of all, we are taking from the order from the buyer. After that, we have to plan the technical terms, and first of all we have to conduct the internal meeting time. After that, we have to develop the program. What are the technical packages, how many lines we have to use, how many labors we have to arrange, and how many power consumptions are there, how many days we have to complete the process, and how many total development program discussed in the meeting. And advices for the pattern making. After completing a meeting, now advise the team to make a pattern for program. After meeting technical terms, all terms over. After that, first of all, we have to do that. What are the type of size we are taking? First of all, we have to show on the pattern making what the type of pattern we are using. Sources, raw material. After that, sources of raw material. According to buyer requirement, source raw materials from the supplier. For sourcing, we have to send mail or to supplier, which attaching all the details such as brand name, style number, and size, all those of the raw materials. According to after completion of pattern making, raw materials, first of all, according to requirement of source of raw materials from supplier, we have to ask the details, how much the brand name is there, what is the stylish number, and what type of length and what type of width, and total depends upon what are the properties and what are the allowances, what type of fabric we are using. After receiving raw material sent to the sample section. After receiving the raw material sent to the sample section for make a proto sample, it is responsibility of merchandiser to keep communication with sample section so that the sample make in time better quality. So after receiving a raw material, we have to sample to make a proto sample. It is responsible to merchandiser to keep communication between the supplier and buyer to make the better quality. And cutting. After completion of communication of better quality and sample of section, it is ready to cutting section. Now fabric sent to cutting section for cut the fabric according to pattern. Cutting is one of the major process in proto sample development program. Cutting is a very important section program according to pattern. Cutting is one of the major process to complete the development program. Printing artwork. It is the buyer if any requirement of printing or artwork, then its place or right place. This process is called as artwork placement. Sieving. All parts of garments are joined here to make a complete garment. Sieving process is done by manually washing. If needed, if buyer wants to any washing sample, we have to apply it. Finishing and quality checking. After washing, we will get a complete garment which is treated with steam ironing, also severing finishing process are done. For example, extra loose thread cutting, etc. Tagging is very important in proto sample development program, because if we do not keep tagging against each style, it is possible to mix with other style. Packing and invoice. According to buyer requirement, packing all the garments, send to buyer. After complete all the process, now send the sample to buyer for waiting for approval. Next, after that approval, we will start the production and taking to the charge on different types of lines and complete the program. Next topic, the sequence of garment sampling stages. What are the sequence of samples we have to take from the uh, different types of samples? First pattern, the first physical version of any garment as per the artwork done by the designer and our developer purpose. See the design work and the test the fitting. Status, nothing specific. Material available. Price not confirmed. Quantity, one for customer and one for merchandiser. Delivery as per urgency. Second pattern, usually designer developer always ask for some changes to the first pattern, and second pattern is made for as per comments. So in first pattern, the physical version of buyer and merchandiser, what are the art designs we have to done and plain design we have done, developer purpose and see the designs, and nothing specified status, what are the material we are available and what are the price not confirmed or confirmed, and quantity for the one customer and one merchandiser. As per we have to check the first pattern. And second pattern, usually design developers ask some changes in first pattern and second pattern is made for the comments. And next, counter supply, whereas the first pattern is made on designs artwork, counter sample is to make not on designer's artwork, has to follow another sample given by the merchandiser. Purpose, see the workmanship and test the factory skill. Status, nothing specific. Material available. Price not confirmed. Quantity for one customer and for one self keeping. Delivery as per request. So first of all, counter sample we have to take the first pattern is design artwork or no design artwork and follow the sample instruction for the merchandiser, and what are the purpose of the workmanships and total factor skills, specified or not specified, and material available and one price is not confirmed, and quantity is one for customer and one for housekeeping. And salesman sample is made when price is confirmed and orders are and speculation, using in L size in all color combinations of expected or order. Buyers held meeting with its customer and record their response on order quantity per color, size, etc. And finally, place order to our other vendor. Purpose, sales, meeting by retailers, market, appraisal. Demand order forecast, status final stage of the order confirmation, material actual, price confirmed, quantity there is minimum quantity per color combination. Photo sample, samples are made with color and material to be worn by the models on the event of shooting for catalog. Approval sample, in any discrete period of time whenever it required and revision in the sample, a new sample is made, sometimes mock-up is workable too. As per new specifications, it is sent to buyer for his approval for the conformity that the revision is directly correctly. Size set consists of one piece from each other size color to combination. Mock up any part of the garments to make for a confirmation. Pre-production sample. When materials for bulk production arrive, then the factory makes a sample with the actual material and sends it to the customer. Production sample. It is reference to the buyer that the bulk is being produced as per specifications. Buyer wants to be assured that correct material is sourced and line workmanship is confirmed to the quality level. Shipping sample. A sample is kept from every pre-shipping inspections to be referred if required after the order has been delivered. Usually for any disputes, shipping sample should be very kept carefully. So this is about the samples and proto samples taken from the buyers and merchandisers. Thank you.